When you get on a plane, what side is the door? The door that you get onto the plane through? Yeah, think it's on the left-hand side, isn't it? Now, in aviation, of course, we don't call it the left-hand side. It's called the port side because aircraft follow the maritime protocols about port and starboard. But every plane, pretty much that I can think of, the door is on the port side of the plane, the left side of the plane. Why is that? And I used to be in the aviation business, Heathrow, Gatwick, and Stansted, and got talking to quite a few people there, all sorts of interesting facts, stories about aviation. And this one, I think is interesting anyway. So the reason the door is on the left port side of the plane is because most people are right-handed. And I thought, how does that work out then? Well, all we do, we scroll back a little bit. So port is left, starboard is right. Now the port, it's called the port side because that's the side that the port is on. So on a boat, you have port to starboard, and traditionally the boat will pull into the port, and the way you get on and off the boat is on the left-hand side. That's the port side. Starboard side is the other side. Separate story, separate story. But why then? Where's that come from? Well, if you go back in history to the first or the ancient boats and ships, they didn't have their rudder in the middle. They had their rudder on the side at the back, and there's a single oar or a paddle sticking into the water, and it'd be held by one hand, and it would be guiding the boat. Well, because most people are right-handed, when they're on a boat, they hold the oar or the rudder with the right hand because that's how they can steer the boat best. It's on the side of the boat. And when they go into the port or go to the hard standing or whatever it is to get the boat into the port, they want to do it on the side where the oar or the rudder isn't, because it won't get damaged, or won't get caught, or won't get caught up in the nets and that sort of thing. So old ancient boats had the steering oar on the right hand side, which meant they would dock on the left hand side, the port side. And that's where it came from. So the reason that ships have port and starboard and aircraft did the same thing is purely because people in the old days, back a long time ago, most of them were right-handed, and therefore the paddling oar was on the steering oar was on the right-hand side, and they docked on the left. The left is where the port is, the port side. So that's why when you get onto an aircraft, you get on the port side, the left-hand side, that's where the door is. And it's not, as it was explained to me, well, they've got to be on the left-hand side because that's where all the gates are at airports. It's the other way around. The gates at airports are on that side because of, anyway, you get it. So there we go. That's why planes have doors on the left or the port side, why it's called the port side. And it's because predominantly people were or are right-handed from the old boats with single oar or single paddle steering. Anyway, fun fact for the day. Good start to the week on Monday. Have a great week wherever you are. More to come. Let me know your thoughts and see you for now. Have a great week. Bye for now.